Hello. Dirty Truck and Dirty Trucking here. Trying to do some investigation on what the hell really going on here with these transactions. And I'm able to track it better. That was another one of the purposes of getting a new bank. You can actually see what's going on. You got the new bank and the old bank account is still open with the stuff overdrawn. So, on the 11th, I had to renew the contract for this car to update my form of payment. I paid $293.30 when I logged into the new bank. Now listen closely, because you be talking about you confused. When I logged in to the new bank, it showed the payment was initiated and pre-authorized charge, or a charge of $293.30. I don't know if it's pre-authorized or not, but they said it was a pre-authorized charge. On Saturday, which would have been the 12th, I logged back into the account and I noticed that the amount had fell off the account already fallen off. Okay, now I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm gonna have to wait till it come back in. But I know I don't have enough to cover the rent and that payment that's gonna come back in. So since it fell off, it's got to come back in. So, from Friday to Monday, it was just pending. Everything I did over that from Friday till that Sunday was pending. I log on Monday. Everything had posted. Paid my rent, no problem. But that transaction hadn't came in Monday, because I paid the rent. The transaction had not come in. The $293.30 had not come back in the new bank or by Monday. So I paid the rent, made 2 other transactions. Sometime after I paid the rent, they claimed this so-called glitch happened that put the account in the negative. When I checked it by after midnight, when I dropped the lady off in Monroe, Michigan. So somebody put the account in the negative. They claiming it's a glitch. I done heard this glitch story before. I think this is somebody deliberately doing this, and you done got caught now. And if they can't catch them from this happening, I don't know what to tell you. So the $293.30 did not come back in to the new bank. And I don't know if that was the purpose of overdrawing the account on Monday. I think somebody is doing this to see what happens between both banks so they can keep doing this shit, taking money from me. I think that's what the purpose was. Because I don't understand how a glitch caused a double payment of a DTE bill on all those transactions that was done over the weekend. They picked the DTE bill. And then you put me in the negative on Monday after I paid the rent and wasn't even on the account anymore. So there's an outstanding payment now. The payment that I made on the 11th has not been paid. And I know it. So, now we got a problem. I told you I logged on to my Huntington account and saw that I was now $566 in the negative. I'm like, what the fuck? Then go back. Hope you can see that. There's the $293.30. This is the payment. Look at the date of it, the 14th. It posted to this account the exact same day that glitch happened, which is on the 14th. I didn't see this until yesterday. I called Huntington Bank and asked him, when was this transaction initiated? He said it posted on the 14th, but it was initiated on the 11th. On the 11th. How can a payment that was initiated on the 11th from another bank card end up coming out of this account? So, I want you to see they disappearing shit that they do. Damn it. This thing I gotta keep. Hold on, I'm gonna pause the phone real quick. They are letting the transactions fall off. So, if the transaction fell off, when is it coming in? It needs to post to the account before you do your next transaction. My payments are due in on Friday. So, between Friday and Friday, that payment needs to post to the account for that car. And that's what they've been doing. They've been changing when it shows up posted to the account. Back in 2023, I started noticing that they started not taking the money immediately. When I first got to this company, they would swipe the card and the transaction would come out immediately and it would post immediately, probably the next day or within 2 days. I'm 100% positive of that. Then all of a sudden after that incident happened with me getting locked out the car, the day before Thanksgiving, and they paid that guy to come do the lockout, I started noticing, then this glitch story came up, and they started taking money out, additional money out the account, charging me for stuff they weren't supposed to charge me, which caused me to dispute the charge, which caused me to have to get a new card, which led to them using that matter that they caused to charge me day by day, and didn't tell me, because I didn't know they didn't have a way to update their form of payment without closing out the account. So that's what started that. But this here, this payment that this payment should say $293.30. There's no way in hell this payment should be posted from damn near over a week ago. So let me see. Let's scroll forward to the new problem when I told you that I got that email saying that my account, that somebody added $293.30 into the account. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. The photo has disappeared. The photo has disappeared. I took a picture of the account saying it was now back to 2. Hold on, let me see if I can keep scrolling. Oh, there you go. Never mind. Never mind. I was about to say I had to take a couple of in-between photos. Okay, here we go. I told you I was laying in the car today before I got started. And I get an email from Huntington Bank saying there's a deposit of $293.30 put in my account. Where did it come from? So I want you to see. original negative 262.98, which was caused from them taking that 305 out of my account as a reverse debit for a transaction they claim I disputed, but I didn't dispute. Here's that 293.30. That should have came out the new bank. What is this? This is not a provision. It's saying miscellaneous. I don't know what this is. How did you get it into this account? Who posted it to the account? I no longer have the debit card is folded up. You can't even use it. So this is what I want you to see. All this transaction shit happening with the Hertz rental car. The way they have done it, it makes it look like that the payment for the 7th is this one. The payment for the 4th is this one, but it's not. The bank has confirmed that the debit card used was, this transaction was initiated on the 11th, and they can't lie their way out of it because I recorded it. This card was initiated on the 11th, which means Hertz, either they tried to send this payment in to the new bank when somebody that glitch overdraw the account, and they still had this on file because it wasn't, even though the card was off my account, it wasn't really completely out of their access. So I believe Hertz went back over into this account and took the payment. That should have came out the new bank, but it was overdrawn. But I don't know what the fuck this is. What's the purpose of all this? What's the purpose of putting money back in the account? And it's labeled miscellaneous. This is posted. And I want you to remember that it is posted. It's posted the same day that glitch happened. But this amount that they said that it was initiated on the 11th should have came out of my new bank. So what happened to the payment I initiated on the 4th? Oh, wait, I forgot. The payment I initiated on, okay. The payment I initiated on the 4th. Oh, damn it. Damn it, this damn thing. The payment I initiated on the 4th. Oh, and I want you to show something. Now, he told me, the Huntington bank told me that the reason why that payment, I said, how can a payment come in? Damn it. How can a payment come in on a closed, I mean, it's not closed on an overdrawn account? How can a payment of $293 come in on an overdrawn account to cause the account to be overdrawn? He said, because I opted in. Now, this, I swore I signed back out of it, but maybe I didn't. So this is a debit card. I swore I signed back out of it. He said, because I opted in, they were able to go back in the account and take that payment. But I don't know any bank that would let you go back in and pay money when you were already in the negative $262.98. I was already in the negative before this payment came in. But somebody put a payment back over in the account. So that cancels out this payment. When you put this back over in the account, it cancels out this payment. Because the account was in the negative. This is a ghost payment. There wasn't any money in there to make this payment. So the bank paid it. Or the bank is showing it paid out of my account and it's overdrawn. They didn't really pay it. It's overdrawn in my account for me to pay it. But now somebody put this money in the account. And when this post, I'm wondering, is it going to show posted as cash, or it's going to cancel this out? So you see what they're doing here. They're going back into the account and doing this type of shit. So what's the purpose of adding money back to the account? It's to cancel out that payment. So, and if they cancel out that payment, well, it really wasn't a payment. The money wasn't in there to cover that. So I need to find out. I need to find out, how did a payment that was supposed to come out my new bank end up coming out of Huntington Bank? And I believe that was the purpose of overdrawing that bank. And I believe Hertz went back over into the Huntington Bank account. And because I was still opted in on that debit card and the electronic payments, the bank let the funds go through. But see, this is the problem. I was opted in before on electronic payments. And I tried to see if the bank would cover the charge of the car coming in because I didn't have the funds in there. And they didn't cover it. But now, this account is in the negative $262. And you let another payment come in for $293.30. What's the purpose of it? I just wanted you to see. I got an email. Money was put in my account. I didn't do it. I'm laying in the parking lot. Just got through eating at McDonald's. I didn't do it. I don't know how this got on there. That other payment I showed you should have been for the 4th. It should have said $293.30. But it's showing the $305, which is from the previous week. This is how they've been stealing. They own that last week shit, which is impossible to do. That's impossible. Even if it fell off. Even if it fell off. But I'm watching my accounts, and I see when it posts. Because when it happened before in 2023, I've been watching my account like a fucking hawk. So I know all these transactions has come in and posted. I haven't missed now one. But the way they doing this shit and what I just showed you, that's how they stealing. So, like I said, when I initiate a payment for the car, that is for the week forward. They will do a charge to my card. It will show on my account. And then it would fall off. Then after it falls off, they'll send it back in and get their money. And recently, it was posted between on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, between Tuesday and Thursday. Let's put it at that. It was posted back to the account on Tuesday and Thursday. That's for that week. And then when Friday come, they initiate an automatic debit, extending the car from that week forward. But they'll send you a receipt from the previous week. They'll send the receipt for the previous week when you pay for if you auto extend. Instead of giving you the receipt for the current week that you're paying for. When you pay for the car, back before they started updating, they're updating now. They got some AI voice answering the phone. Because I had to call because it didn't auto extend. I got an email saying it was going to auto extend by 7 p.m. It's 9:41 when I made the call. I said it didn't auto extend. I get some AI voice on there to transfer me to the people who handle this. I said the car didn't auto extend. So he had to do a manual auto extend. Now that's showing pending on my new bank. Then it's going to fall off. And I'm going to try to check before midnight to see if it falls off before midnight. Because when I checked with the bank, when it fell off for the 11th, she said it fell off that day, the same day. So I'm going to check and I'm going to watch this payment. But right now there's an outstanding payment. Because it didn't get paid. They took the money out of the account. So technically it is paid through Huntington Bank. But I got to put the money in there. Because that money wasn't in there. But now somebody then put $293.30 in my account. Which really, if it was real money from me, would satisfy the outstanding balance that I owe from the last week. But see, but by me, got a different bank now. You can't pull off this damn shit as easily like you did through Huntington. They had all these damn transactions coming in. Now I see what you do. I've never seen a miscellaneous come up on my account ever. It's always, if they put anything in my account, it's for a provision. It's never no miscellaneous money. I've never seen this kind of shit before in my life. I've never seen this. So, this is what's going on currently right now. And I hope you catch with them what they're doing. Somebody calls that glitch deliberately. I don't know how they got this payment out of this account. And I'm going to show you my debit card. And then I'm going to get going because I've been doing this video for about 20 minutes. I'm going to show you my debit card for Huntington Bank. The condition it is in. This is my Huntington Bank debit card. It can't be used. It can't be used. And it's been in this condition since Friday when I told them to take it off the account. So I did not put any money in that bank. Who put the money in the bank? Who put the fucking money in the bank? The purpose of putting that money in there is to cancel out their current payment on there. Then when they cancel that out, now what's going to happen? You're going to cancel out that payment. Really, like I said, technically, because they took that money out of the account and overdraw the account to 560 something, that was Hertz getting a payment. But now somebody done posted some miscellaneous strange amount. Now I have to wait and see how it posts. But they probably watching this video and listening. What they're doing is testing. They're testing the new bank. Because now they're over in their system now. That glitch is how they got over in their system. They can access their system. That bank told me they've never had that problem in their life before ever. So now the glitch people is over in their system. Hertz, when they make these transactions, I don't care if you is listed as travel, you need to post those transactions. If you got to adjust any amount, you still could do that. You got access. You can adjust that amount. But you need to send it in as something else. So the customer know the reason why you adjusted it. Because what Hertz does, they just goes over in your account and start taking money. And you don't know what for. One minute you see a charge of $293.30, then you wake up the next day, it's $500, $600 goddamn dollars. The teller at the new bank said it happened to her. They was going in her account taking money. So this is a video. I'm documenting everything because I have the opportunity to try to catch them so you can see what the fuck they doing. I've never seen them post miscellaneous money in my account. But like I said, I don't be on my account. When they normally pull this shit about I owe money, it's from months back when I'm no longer looking. So ain't no telling what they've done. They have the opportunity at any time to go and change any transaction to fit their narrative to pull this shit off. So it's on them 3-letter people, the FBI, you computer crimes, your IC3 department. Figure out what the fuck going on here. There's money been deposited in my account from somewhere. And I haven't talked to the bank yet to see where it came from. And before the day is out, I'm gonna click. If I'm gonna try to click on the account, I'm gonna log into the account when I get off this phone, and see if it'll show how it came in. It will show debit card. If it shows debit card, how to use a debit card that's not on the account. But remember now, when I remove the debit card off my account, Hertz still has access to it. But how do you still have access to it when you close it out and I put the new debit card on there? See? That's what I'm talking about. What the fuck going on here? This shit they doing is no. You're stealing. You're stealing point blank. And then you do it in a manner that's confusing people. But you ain't confused me. You stealing. You taking the money. Then you must be putting something back on the account when I didn't see it. Canceling this shit out and making it disappear. Then you come back talking about you didn't get your damn money. But you did get the money. You just put something on the account and made it look like you didn't. The transactions, that payment on the 7th should have said $293.30, not $305. So there's a transaction disappeared. So they back at it. They still doing their shit. And they doing it with the new bank. Now they doing it with 2 banks. Wow. This dirty truck and I'm out.